What's up, y'all? We are going to be doing a bouncing ball animation. And we're going to be utilizing both Illustrator and Photoshop for this. We're creating frames. So within each frame, it's going to be an artboard. So we have to create a bunch of artboards in Illustrator, which will be saved. And then we'll open all of those artboards in Photoshop as layers. And then we'll convert those layers into like a timeline where we add motion to them. First step is we're going to create a new file. So go to Adobe Illustrator, go to New File. For this specific exercise, we're going to have a square artboard. And we're going to go 500, we're going to go pixels, and then 500 width and 500 height. So make sure it's in pixels, not inches. 500 for the width, 500 for the height. We'll keep it RGB. We'll keep it high 300. And for artboards, let's make it 20 artboards. And then hit create. So what it does is it builds out 20 artboards for you. So we have, what, 5 across and 4 down. And what we're going to do is we're going to create a ball that in each one of these artboards kind of shows a different position. So like we're showing motion like a still frame. You can use whatever you want, but I figured just having a circle is going to be the easiest. Create a circle, and really you can create that circle any size you wish. Mine is, we'll just make it 100 pixels. And then as far as color goes, again, it could be whatever color you want. So I'll just do red with no outline. Okay, simple ball. I'm going to position this first one right here in the center and down on the bottom. So like it's sitting down on the bottom. And I'm simply going to copy it. I held my Alt button down to copy, but you can Control C, Control V if you wish. And you can see that we've got these smart guides kind of turned on. And that's so we can make sure that the ball is going to be centered on each one of the frames. And that just shows like when we put motion to it, that when it's in motion, it doesn't waver. Like we're just going to have it be in the same position going up and down. And again, I'm just showing you this as like a really basic bouncing ball, just straight up and down. Of course, you could change colors, change positions. You could have it be bouncing all over the place. It's really up to you. And I encourage you to do something less basic and more advanced. So you can see that I'm using my smart guides, kind of lining them up. So the center point of the ball is at the same point here at the top of the ball on all these. So it's the same amount of movement on each one. And then as you step down, the numbering, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. So as it's going from top left over to the right, and then it'll go down to the next column and go over again. We're going to repeat that. That one was in the center. So I'm going to move that one up a little bit. Okay. It took 8 frames for me to get from the bottom of the first artboard to the top of the 8th artboard. Now, we could just simply have it go back down, or we could, copy these and move them over. But I want to show a little bit of motion. And for me to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to squish this ball. So if you imagine a ball hitting a surface, it's going to flex. Take that. I'm going to duplicate it. I'm going to have it flex a little bit more. So it's really squishing to that top. And then I'm going to start going back down. So I'll take this, I'll copy this guy. As it's releasing, it's opening back up. I'll copy that guy. All of that's just a regular circle. And then I'll have it move back down. And again, I'm just using those smart guides as best I can. And that one was in the center. And almost there. Okay, so that's 20 artboards. Of course, if you wanted to add more and you want to add some more motion, you want to have it squish and kind of, so if you imagine this is going to be repeating, I'm actually going to squish this just a little bit. It's going to go from the 20th frame back to the first frame and then loop. Okay, I'm happy with that. Spend time trying to get that all dialed in. And then when you're done, we're going to save all these. So this is a couple step process. So pay attention here. We're going to File, Save As. Always make a habit to save to Creative Cloud. And we'll just call this Bouncing Ball. So it follows you on the cloud. But then we want to download it to your computer. So we're going to Save As again. Save on your computer. And actually, I'm going to cancel because we're not going to save it. We're going to export it. So we're going to go to File, Export, Export As. And we want to have it be transparent. So we don't want the white background to show. So we want to change it to a PNG. So save as file type PNG. And we're going to use artboards. So this little icon or this little button here, use artboards. We're going to use all of the artboards. It'll say 1 to 20. So that means when it saves, it's going to save each artboard as its own file. So we'll have 20 files. Okay, before we hit export, I want to make sure that we're going to the desktop. So in this little access panel on the side, make sure you click on desktop, and then we're going to click on new folder. So we're going to create a new folder. So all of these files are going to live in the same place. And we'll call this, I was going to say red bouncing balls. And hit open. And then I'll make sure to save. I'll export all of these files into that same document. I'm going to go ahead and leave it to high 300, and I'm going to make sure the color, the background color is transparent, and then I'll hit OK. Okay, now if we go to the desktop, we'll see that we have a folder called Red Bouncing Balls with all 20 files in it. Now let's go to Photoshop. So after you save all that, we'll go to Photoshop, and before you open anything, we are going to go to File, Scripts, Load Files into Stack. And what this will do is it will take all of those artboards that you saved, it'll take all of those PNG files, and it'll load them all up as layers. So we're not going to have to like individually drag each one of those artboards in. We'll do it all at one time. So File, Scripts, Load Files into Stack. It's going to want you to browse. So you want to go to Browse to find that folder. We're going to look on our computer. We're going to go to our desktop. We're going to go to the folder, whatever you called it. Mine is Red Bouncing Balls. And we're going to grab all of these. So I'll just hit Control A. If you wanted to drag around all of them, you could do that too. And then once you have them all highlighted, you're going to hit OK. It loads all of those files, and you hit OK, and then it starts placing them in Photoshop. We'll give it a second to do it. It does take a minute. And you can kind of see what's happening. These layers are movable. So if you see something that's way out of place at this point, when you see those layers activated, you could go in there and adjust them. But hopefully you've done the work so they're not all over the place. Looks like we only have a couple left. Okay, now we have them all. I'm going to go to my layers, and I don't see it over here on the side, so I'm just going to go to my windows, down to layers, so we see all of those layers, and now they're all here. Okay. What you saw on my screen was the timeline, and we need to get that timeline open. So we're going to go to Window. The timeline is what's going to add motion. So go to Window, go to Timeline. This here. And we have some options. So this little down arrow, it says Create Frame Animation. And if we click on it, we have Create Video Timeline or Create Frame Animation. And for this, we're going to create frame animation because we're taking all of these layers, we're converting them to frames, and then we're going to add motion to it. So once you have that, you're just going to click on the word Create Frame Animation.